Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Bayern Leverkusen. Now today we've got a few very big games in the context of our season. The first one is maybe not such a big game, but actually it might be, because if we look at the league table we can see Bayern Munich top of the league, 1 point clear, but we have a game in hand. So if we win this game against St. Pauli, we will go 2 points clear of the Bundesliga with 9 games left to play. Dortmund effectively out of the title race at this point, 9 points behind us, not really going to make up that distance with Bayern and us looking so good at the moment, but it really puts a lot of pressure on this game, making sure that we do get the result. We're on a really good run of form at the moment, so it should come through. We had another perfect episode last time out, and it's going to be difficult to match that this time, but if we do, we really will be set up to have a brilliant season. The first big game we have is against Juventus. We're going to be away from home. We've already won the first leg 2-0 at home, so one away goal will leave Juventus needing 4. We then have Schalke away. They're languishing down in the second half of the table before having that huge top of the league clash against Bayern Munich at the end of this episode. So a lot to look forward to on the programme today. Now against St. Pauli we're going to put out a very strong team despite having to play Juventus in midweek, and that's because the Bundesliga is still for me the priority right now, and I think we'll get through against Juventus as well. Main thing is making sure we keep that gap at the top of the league table. So for this one we've got Bernardo Silva, Janssen and Braga up front with Betty and Doumbia in the middle. Then it's Robolo, El Said, Traub, Jensch and Henriks in the back line with Nezovic in goal. Corner from Braga here, half an hour into the game, easily taken by Bookman. Fair to say we have not been at our best in this opening half an hour. Just 3 efforts and only 1 on target is not good enough. Betty though trying to bring it forward, finds Bernardo Silva, now Braga, back to Doumbia, trying to build again. Betty into Bernardo Silva, turns the defender beautifully, plays in Braga even better, and Braga has missed a golden opportunity. He just needed to really angle that into the far post, but instead he put it past it. Here we come again with Betty. Pulls it back towards Doumbia. He sends it out wide to Henriks. Players to aim at in the middle. He's gone for a pullback sort of pass. It has ended up with Doumbia. He then finds Henriks. Ball inside towards Janssen, but he can't keep it, and it's sent back to Bookman in goal. He's trying to bring it out, passes it to the defender, and stolen by Janssen, in on goal, and he has scored. I thought he was going to ricochet that off the crossbar, but it hit the underside and bounced in, an emphatic finish that does give us our lead. Bernardo Silva with a free kick, he's put it into the far post, it's come down to Janssen, he's running round the defenders, and is then tripped up by Nicolas Paula, and we've got a chance for 2-0. Well, after nothing really happened in the first half an hour, the last 5 minutes have been action-packed, and we can double our lead now from the penalty spot. We haven't had one in a while, and Bernardo Silva has failed to put it away. It's been so long since we had a penalty. I was just thinking there, it's been months and months, and then finally one comes along and we absolutely waste it. Nearly half time, the ball just cleared out towards Doumbia. Now Betty, good ball there to find Robolo. He's got plenty in the box, and Braga I think went for a bicycle kick there and nearly got it in the back of the net. We've got to have a rewind and look at that. It came out to Robolo, he put it in very quickly, and it was pretty much a bicycle kick from Braga, but wasn't able to find the back of the net. Bookman sending the goal kick out to Kaiser, now sent out wide to Klunter. Schumacher trying to come in from that right hand side, finally attacking here St. Pauli, and they've managed to keep the ball as well. Hodo gives it away finally to Robolo. He pays it on to Bernardo Silva, now Janssen out to Robolo again, could do with a bursting run from someone. Betty's put one over the top, but it's not reached anyone. Bookman able to come out and claim it quite easily in the end. He then tries to build from the back again with Kaiser, but Braga's intercepting it. Janssen in a good position, might strike it, but he's put it wide of the post. Bernardo Silva with the free kick in towards the middle. There's a push in there, I think, and it's a foul from Savath. We've got a second penalty in a row after waiting so long to get one. Hopefully we'll put this one away. Braga's the man to step up after Bernardo Silva missed the last one, and we've missed again. We've missed 2 penalties in this game. And I'm starting to think that St. Pauli are going to score with the last kick of the game. Here's Drabowski. Ball sent back. It's fallen towards Braga. They're making so many mistakes and we are not capitalising on them. And instead we've had a man sent off. What is Doumbia doing? We should be 3-0 up. We should have had more than that. I mean, that's just the penalties. but instead it's 1-0 and we're now down to 10 men. What on earth are our team trying to do today? It looks like they're just dead set on throwing this game out if they can. I'm not going to do more than just pull Braga back into midfield because we should still be more than enough for St. Pauli, but we're doing everything we can to let them get back into this game. It's almost like we don't want to be sat at the top of the table. I'm not really sure even what changes to make at this point. I suppose Betty should probably come off soon with that game against Juventus still to come, but the team are really trying my patience right now. Well, we're past the fully allotted minutes. Schumacher volleys that one well over the top with a speculative effort, and that should really be the full-time whistle. Just waiting for Nezovic to send this forward. There we go, 1-0. We have managed to squeak through in this game, but we need to be a lot better going forward. 3 points for 3 points though, and it does make sure we sit 2 points clear at the top of the table with just 9 games to go. Well, we might be leading from the first leg, but we still need to get the job done. Juventus at home are going to be a dangerous proposition. Hopefully we can get a goal early on that will leave them needing 4 goals to go through. We're putting out a strong team. We're quite fit because we played on a Saturday. It's now a Wednesday. So we're putting out the strongest team we can. That's made up of Janssen, Braga and Bernardo Silva, with Betty and Havertz in midfield. Then it's Robolo, El Said, Traub and Rukas coming back into the team, with Henriks on the right and Nezovic in goal. Hopefully not going to make a mistake like he did a couple of games ago. Free kick for Dybala, nearly 10 minutes in, it is headed away. Dybala has it again, sends it back to Kolak. He's not really got many options, but he finds Rugani. And Annunziata back to Kolak, now Dybala, pushed out on the right for this game. He puts it over to Pellegrini, inside to Emrani. Ball crossed in, and it's saved brilliantly by Nezovic there. That looked like it was going to be a certain goal. Bragança with the free kick, short to Duarte. Ball over to Amrani. Having a run at our goal, it's come to Quadrini. Dybala outside to Kolak, he's in a good position, he beats the defender, puts it in, and Quadrini is there. It's taken 18 minutes, but we have conceded, and now the game is looking like it could be very tight. We're immediately going into a highlight after kickoff. At the moment, Juventus, 4 efforts, all on target. We haven't had a shot, and we aren't having possession. We need to step it up. Here's Henriks, bringing it forward, ball over the top looking for Janssen, comes back towards Betty. He then tries to find Robolo. That was a blind pass and he shouldn't have been trying it. Dybala, back to Rugani. What can he do? He sends it forward to Kolak. Back to Rugani again. Kolak again. Just keep playing keyboard at the back here, Juventus. And Braga's got in to tackle him. He's got a man in the middle. He pulls it back and Bernardo Silva drills it in. How much are they regretting that passing around the back now? 15 goals for Bernardo Silva this season, and more importantly, we have that away goal. Juventus now need 3 more to go through, and we are looking very strong from here. Stamenkovic sending the ball forward, header won by our team. Now Annunziata forward, but Havertz finds Braga. Janssen through to Bernardo Silva, who's behind the defenders, but Duarte manages to get across well. Ball launched forward by the keeper. Now Dybala trying to come in from that right hand side and change the game. Quadrini over the top, headed cut out by Robolo. Now Havertz forward. Janssen has it and then loses it. Betty Bragança wins it. El Said wins it. Can't string 2 passes together at the minute. Braga over the top. He's found Betty of all people. Through on goal but saved by Stamenkovic. Betty taking the resulting corner. What can he do? He puts it into the middle and it's just headed away, and Annunziata is allowed to claim the ball. Amrani with the throw-in. This is a million miles an hour game right now. Bernardo Silva tries to play it forward. It is cut out. Rukas then just absolutely diagonally bashes one. Keeper comes out to bash it again. Now the header's going up all over the place. Traub forward, Quadrini down. Havertz steals it. We really need to get a grip on this game. Havertz is giving the ball away to Amrani, who gets in behind, puts it inside, and it's there for Marin to just nod it home. And just like that, we're back down to 2 goals in it. Free kick here for Juventus in the second half. Bragança's shot blocked. Annunziata brings it back, and Rugani, of all people, is the one who slots it into the bottom corner. We had so many chances to clear that ball, and it's now 3-3 on aggregate, and we're going through on away goals as it stands. But with half an hour to go, it's very tight. Janssen with a corner here towards the back stick. It's come to El Said, who's hit the post. It's not gone in. So many times we've had a chance to get that second goal, and we've just not managed to take it. Pellegrini with a throw just after the hour mark. It's come to Betty. He's having a run forward, just trying to drive through the heart of the Juventus team. He finds Robolo. He can certainly pick a pass, but instead he's lost it. And Dybala forward, cut out by Traub. He then sends it across to Havertz. Ball all the way back to Nezovic. Pushes it out to El Said. Now it's Betty. Into Janssen. A terrible ball there to try and find Robolo. Kolak sends it back. Stamenkovic forward. Header won by El Said. Betty onto Braga. Trying to come forward. He's got a man with him. It's Janssen into Robolo. And he drills it into that bottom corner for 3-2. And Juventus now need 2 more goals to go through. This is quite an epic Champions League tie. Just 10 minutes left of this tie. And it's separating us from the Champions League quarterfinals. Janssen has given the ball away there. We have managed to win it back with Havertz. Now Braga pushes it out to Robolo. Plenty of players going through the middle. Betty's one of them. He's in behind. A big first touch, but he then finishes the second. It's 3-3 on the night, and that will absolutely make sure of our place in the next round. 5-3 on aggregate. They need 3 goals to go through. It's not going to happen in the last 10 minutes, and we can finally breathe easily. It's been a very good comeback for the team, getting the job done and allowing us to have a real chance at defending our European title. Well, last second corner here from Janssen. It is just headed across the box. They do finally clear it, but that's a full-time whistle. A good result in the end. We maybe should have won that game, but ultimately the only thing that matters is going through to the next round. Real Madrid have also gone through. I think PSG and Spurs have also gone through. So that's half of the quarterfinals set up, and we'll find out the other half next week. Well, after managing to get past Juventus in the Champions League, we do now have a big league game away against Schalke, who we need to beat to keep our position at the top of the league. Bayern Munich are also playing today, so if they lose and we win, we could stretch our gap to 5 points ahead of our game against them. My main thing is making sure that we do stay at the top at the end of this episode, so whatever outcome of the next 2 episodes, so long as we're still at the top of the table, I will be happy. Now for this one, because we've got a week's rest before playing Bayern Munich, which is a godsend, I am putting out the strongest team that I can, but Braga did pick up a knock in the last game, so Malherbe is actually going to have to come in up front with Janssen and Bernardo Silva. Then there's Havertz and Jensch in the middle with Robolo, El Said, Traub, Brukas and Henriks across the back line, and Nezovic in goal. Rajkovic sends the ball forward. Header won by our team. Havertz down to Bernardo Silva. Now Malherbe keeps the ball in a difficult situation. Havertz back to Malherbe. Now Bernardo Silva slips it into Janssen. It's a beautiful move. It's not finished, but there is Malherbe making the most of the rebound. The keeper didn't really push it far enough out of danger, and Malherbe just rifled it into the empty net to give us the lead. Nezovic sends the ball out wide to Rukas. He's just hanging on to it. Pushes it forward to Havertz. Now Janssen into Malherbe. Pushed on to Robolo. Completely switching sides. Sends it all the way back to El Said as well. Nice patient passing. Havertz into Janssen. Ball back to Havertz again. Jensch. Probably going to dink this one, I think. He pushes it out instead to Henriks. Now Jensch. Again onto Bernardo Silva. Ball into Henriks is a nice one. He finds Janssen. He's got a man over if he needs him, and he should have used him. It's denied by the keeper, that shot. Janssen with the corner, looking to send it to the back stick, but Rajkovic comes to claim it. Well, there's no doubt about who's in control of this game at the moment. We've had 77% possession, but here comes Schalke again. Grossart into Guedes, finds Peterson. Rukas gets across before he can pull the trigger. Now Janssen out wide to Henriks. Trying to bring it down the right side. He's got men on him and he is tackled. Header won by Peterson in the middle. Jensch down to Havertz. Now it's Malherbe. He's just about managed to keep the ball there. Now Janssen does find Bernardo Silva in a good position. He might strike this. He does, and it's denied by Rajkovic, just patting it down and picking it up. Schneider with the throw-in. Comes to Guedes. Ball to the edge of the area for Meyer. His shot blocked. Rassel pushes it out to Klosterman. Now Yasser Sengul tries to put the cross in. It's headed away, but Meyer's got it in a good position and he's put it into the top corner, and just like that it's 1-1. We've been so in control of this entire game, but because we haven't got the goals, they're able to peg us back very easily. There's just 10 minutes left. We're on attacking. We're desperately trying to push forward for this goal. It's so silly that we've managed to concede. But here's Douglas Santos with the ball in an advanced position. He finds Havertz, who is taken out by Maya, right on the edge of the box. Shame it wasn't another yard inside of it. But we've got a chance from this free kick. We've got about 6 guys in the box and 1 on the edge. Janssen puts it in. El Said's there, and he's managed to nod the header into that far post. We have got the lead back. It's a crucial goal for the team, making it 2-1 and making up for the little mistake at the back that allowed Schalke back in. And this could be crucial in the title race if we can win this game, just see out the last few minutes and hopefully stretch our lead over Bayern Munich. So I haven't seen anything pop up saying that they're winning their match. So if they draw, we could move 4 points clear at the top, which would be absolutely huge given we're playing them next. Here's the last few seconds. It looks like that El Said header has done it for us. It's a 2-1 win over Schalke, managing to get there in the end. Very good stuff from the team, and it means that we are 5 points clear at the top. Bayern still to play. Well, ahead of that huge match with Bayern Munich at the top of the table, we also have the Champions League quarter-final draw after getting through past Juventus. It's quite a tough draw. A few teams in there I wouldn't mind playing, the likes of maybe Milan, Napoli, possibly Atletico Madrid, but it is still a very tough draw. Good to see 2 of our former teams in there as well, because it means that 3 of the teams in the last 8 of the Champions League are ones that we have built up. Now let's get into that draw. It's Monaco out first, and they're going to take on Real Madrid. So that's quite a big tie. 2 of the biggest teams in football taking each other on. Next up are PSG, and they are playing Spurs. So we avoid the team out of the group stage, and it leaves us with the 3 teams we said we wouldn't mind playing. Next up, Milan. This would be ideal if we could get AC Milan, but instead it's Napoli, which means that we take on Atletico Madrid. Now hopefully we can get past Atletico and then in the semi-finals take on whoever wins between Milan and Napoli, but that is getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Atletico Madrid still going to be a very tough team, but I do think that we will get through against them. Well, here is the enormous top of the table clash against Bayern Munich. It's a big game because if we lose, they will go 1 point clear. If we win, we will go 5 points clear, and I would back us to claim the title if we're 5 points clear at this stage in the season. We are lucky we've had a week's rest, which means that the team is pretty much fully fit, and we've even got Braga back up front, back from his knock after that game a couple of matches ago. He's going to be joining Janssen and Bernardo Silva up front. Betty has Havertz back alongside him in midfield as well. Then it's Robolo, El Said, Traub, Brukas and Henriks in the back 5 with Nezovic in goal. Our strongest possible 11, and this is a real test of whether we are the best team in Germany right now. Well, the first half has come and gone. We have been on top, which is fair to say, but literally nothing has happened. There hasn't been a single highlight. Bayern have had 1 more shot on target than us, but we've had 7 shots, and we have 2/3 of the possession at this point. So I think we are looking the better team. Henrik starting the second half off by getting booked isn't ideal, but hopefully that won't have a big impact. It's actually the first yellow card of the game as well. But at the moment we are edging the match, I think. But it's hard to tell when there's no highlights to talk about. Well, Bayern Munich made 3 changes all at the same time just before the hour mark, and now we finally have the first highlight and we're in possession. It's Janssen bringing it forward. He finds Braga, who then just strikes it into the bottom corner, and we have reacted to their changes better than they have, and now they've got 30 minutes unable to make any changes to react to our lead when we are totally in control of the game. That is the ideal time to get a goal. There are just 15 minutes left. There's only been 1 highlight in the entire game. I almost don't want to make any changes, but given we've got 2 players on yellow cards, I may as well take them both off just to see these last 10 minutes out with fresh legs. Also might take Braga off in a minute, but at the moment we're still 1-0 up against Bayern Munich, and this could be the win that seals the title for us. It certainly means that we can go ahead and focus perhaps on the Champions League instead of the Bundesliga, because a 5-point lead with I think 7 games left to go is pretty good stuff given that we're on such a good winning run. But we need to see this out. Highlight here, 90th minute, Bernardo Silva with the corner, sent to the back stick, and it's claimed by Lafont. Team needs to get back right this minute. Luckily he is hanging on to the ball. He does finally send it forward, and it's come straight to Havertz as well. Traub with it. Thought the 2 of them were going to muck it up back there then. Now Nezovic does launch the ball forward, but it is intercepted. Sent out wide to Piper. He puts a cross in, and Nezovic just about keeps that out. I thought that was going to go in then. That would have completely ruined my plans. 20 seconds left to go. Can we just see this out and get another huge win? That shot goes well wide. That will be the full-time whistle. Thank you very much. 3 points against Bayern Munich. Absolutely huge in the context of our season. That will pretty much surely make sure of the title. We've got 7 points to go, a 5-point lead. Already played both Bayern and Dortmund. I don't think anybody is going to stop us at this point. We can afford to lose one of them. So we're just 6 wins away from guaranteeing the title, and that is very, very nice to hear. Well, that has been another brilliant episode. Our winnings, or our unbeaten streak at least, going all the way back to the end of November against PSG in the Champions League group stage. And we've managed to put ourselves into the quarterfinals of the Champions League as well, which is huge. Now, we've got a week's rest. We've actually got longer than a week. We've got 2 weeks rest because of the international break before taking on Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga away from home. Then it's Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, Stuttgart at home in the Bundesliga, and then Atletico again away. This is a really difficult time of the season, so it's a great time to have beaten Bayern Munich and open up that 5-point gap at the top. Hopefully they'll slip up a bit more after having their confidence and morale knocked by us. We'll be able to kick on from there. But I am very, very excited about the end to this season. We've only got, I think, 3, maybe 4 episodes left to go before we finish this time at Leverkusen off, and then we might think about a new series. So let me know in the comments what you think we should do at the end of this season. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed that win over Bayern, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see what happens next time. You can also follow me on Twitter for all the latest news, but until next time, see ya.